In this unit, we start to look at macroeconomics. Now, macroeconomics is the study of the country or the economy as a whole. Up until now, we've studied individual markets such as, say, the market for wool or milk or other products that we get from cows, maybe the market for cars or even the market for timber. We've looked at each of those as individual markets, but now we want to look at them as a whole, the entire economy in one lot. Now, when we look at the economy, of course, what we want to do is we want to measure it. And so what this particular EcoCast is looking at is how do we measure the economy? Well, one way that we could measure the economy is we could simply count everything that we make, all the goods and services that are produced in a country. Now, the problem with that is that there are lots of goods and services, and it would take us forever to count all those goods and services. The other problem is that how do you actually count up the services that people provide, such as cleaners or policemen or electricians? They each provide a service, and you'd find it very hard to count exactly their services. So we need another measure to work out the value of an economy. And it's really simple. The way we do that is with money. We work out the value of the economy. And that figure is called GDP, which stands for Gross Domestic Product. Now, gross domestic product is the value of all final goods and services produced in a country in a year. Now, if we can break that down into the key parts, first of all, we're talking about the value, so the actual price times the quantity. So if we add up all the goods that we produce in a year and the services, find out their price, and we add that all up, we get their value. We're talking about goods and services. We're also talking about goods that must be produced inside New Zealand. We don't care who made them, whether they're someone from overseas or a New Zealander, but they were made in New Zealand. So goods and services made in New Zealand, yeah, we count them. Goods and services made anywhere else, such as in Australia. So if we travel to Australia, made some goods there, no, they're not counted. And then finally, we're talking about all the goods and services produced in 1 year. So how do we measure the economy in a country? We use it by doing GDP, gross domestic product, the value of all goods and services produced in that country in 1 year.